Number 20 on our Cache Valley Media Group list of the top 25 Aggies for football this year is Cooper Legas, the quarterback. Number 5. And what a story Cooper Legas has in his basic one career big opportunity for the Aggies. He comes on in the Jimmy Kimmel Los Angeles Bowl game and throws that first pass for a touchdown. He ends up 11 out of 20 in the game against Oregon State for 171 yards. That 62-yarder right off the bat to Tompkins, and the Aggies were on their way to having a bowl game victory and a great finish to the year. Cooper, an outstanding high school athlete, state champion in a number of sports, a quarterback at 6'1", 205. He is from Orem High School, and he's number 20 on our list, Cooper Legas.
All right, so Cooper Legas. I have to admit, I was a bit surprised. I didn't put him on my list. I just kind of figured, okay, he's the backup, so I'm going to include other players on the list. Not really too upset by him being on the list. I mean, with 25 players, you're talking about all the starters plus a few extra. So obviously including him on there isn't the worst thing ever. I believe Levi Williams, the transfer, projected as either the 2 or 3 quarterback, he also received votes for the top 25. Didn't make it, spoilers. He's one of the honorable mentions. But, we had backup quarterbacks, make the top 25 Aggies. And as Al Lewis summarized, his main claim to fame was coming in on the LA Bowl, hadn't taken a snap, hadn't thrown a pass. Maybe he'd taken a snap. I think his first snaps came in that game. Maybe he took some blowout snaps earlier because Andrew Peasley had gotten injured, so maybe. But his first pass, obviously, his first career collegiate NCAA Division I pass was that 62-yard touchdown to Devin Tompkins. The announcer saying Cooper Legas or something like that, where he pronounced his name wrong because he hadn't gotten that far in the pronunciation guide. Cooper Legas or something like that, but it's Legas. Ultimately in that game, his numbers weren't spectacular. He mostly did a game manager's job, which that's about as much as you can hope for from a guy who came into the year as the third stringer and had never taken a snap, and I believe was only a sophomore. I think he was in his second year, and I don't know what his technical classification is because COVID screwed all that up, so you could still be a sophomore. Heaven knows you could still be a freshman somehow. But obviously he goes 11 for 20, 171 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. He also added a 34-yard reception on a trick play. Derek Wright passed to Cooper Legas, got 34 yards out of that. So overall, decent game from him in that LA Bowl. I mean, the real star of that game was Calvin Tyler, who went for like 120 rushing yards and a touchdown. So he was, the guy who was churning through all those yards that helped Utah State power on to a win.